Hi, I'm Amber, and I wanted to talk about something today that we keep hearing pop up recently. And it's one of those buzzword topics almost, and that's the area of gut health. Do you keep hearing how important it is to have good gut health? Do you keep hearing how we need to repair the gut and heal the gut and how important that is for our overall wellness? Well, that's because it's true. Our gut health is very important for our overall well-being and wellness. And that's because the gut is so intricately related to many of our biological systems. So when you think of the GI tract, and if you think that you're having issues with that, you tend to think of the more obvious symptoms. Symptoms of, say, poor digestion, bloating, irregular bowel movements, things like that. What we don't realize and we don't think of is when our gut is in imbalance in the body, we can actually experience other symptoms too, like poor energy, feeling drained or tired all the time, no matter how much sleep we're getting, having a lot of mood shifts or mood changes, and then also things like skin reactions, so dry skin, having more acne, even rashes. That's because the gut, like I said, is so very connected to the different biological areas of our body. So now that we know why gut health is so important, you might be thinking, okay, that's great. Now, how do I actually go about healing my gut? And there's a lot of information out there, and sometimes it can get very overwhelming and very frustrating. What piece of information do you follow? You may read an article and you may hear that something worked for someone, but it didn't work for someone else. Or maybe you've even tried some of these methods and techniques yourself and you didn't have good results. And when people start to try things and they don't work out for them, they get very frustrated, and it's hard to keep moving forward and hard to be motivated about your health goals when, things don't work out even after you've tried them. So I'm a functional medicine practitioner, and I specifically work with people in gut health and specifically to target the areas that are unique to them that they may be having symptoms with. And we work to treat those exact specific symptoms that they may be having. So for instance, with the clientele that I work with, typically they tend to be very busy professional people with hectic schedules that are trying to fit everything in. So not really too optimal for digestion when we're running around, we're always on the fly, and we're not kind of taking that time to rest and digest, right? So I work with my clientele to optimize digestion, the upstream portion of the GI tract, because if our digestion and our stomach health is not optimal, then that's going to trickle down and have an effect on our intestinal health and have an effect on the overall GI tract. So I work specifically with my clientele to really focus on digestion first. And in functional medicine, there are specific ways that we can do this. We start off first by looking at certain foods that a patient or a client may have reactions to. And we do this by having our clients work through an elimination diet. We eliminate foods that we know could possibly cause an immune-mediated or an inflammatory response to the body. After we have that information and we know specifically what foods you may be reacting to, and we limit those from the diet, then we actually take a deeper dive and we look into your microbiome or your microorganisms within your gut, and we see what's going on in there. And we can actually look at what bacteria are doing good things for you and maybe what bacteria aren't doing so great of things for you. And we can make specific recommendations for you and develop an individualized treatment plan based on what we see to find that balance again. So it's this combination of the two pieces of working with a nutritional approach that works for you, but then actually taking a sneak peek into your intestinal tract to see what's going on in there and what we need to target to find that balance again. So I work as a functional medicine practitioner and physician assistant, and I help my clients to do this. So if you're interested in working with me and taking a sneak peek into your gut health too, I would invite you to set up a free consultation call with me by clicking the booking link below. You can choose your appointment time, and then we'll chat and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together.